In communities across Fairfield County, people are finding inspiring and creative ways to make positive change happen. This podcast shines a light on how to get involved and move forward together. Click in and get connected. This is Project Activate. Hello and welcome to Activate. I'm Gregory Golda, coming to you from the Martiri Center for the Liberal Arts at Sacred Heart University. Today on Activate, I'm joined by Kiko Teed, Director of the Adult Education Program at the Mercy Learning Center in Bridgeport. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I've been to the Mercy Learning Center. It's an incredible facility. It's an incredible heart of the Bridgeport community. But tell me your experience and what brought you to it.
So I was a high school English teacher, and I took some time off to have my kids. When I decided I was ready to go back to work, a friend of mine mentioned, I wasn't looking to get back into the grind of high school English. And so I was looking for something smaller, and she mentioned that Mercy Learning Center was looking for a teacher. I'd never heard of Mercy. I'm from Fairfield County. I couldn't believe didn't know what it was. So I looked into it. I looked at their website. I was amazed. And that was in 2012, and I've been there ever since. So
Nice.
I went in as a teacher for a number of years, and in 2018, I went to the administrative side.
So as an administrator, what is your job as the coordinator of adult education? What do you do on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, so we have paid instructional staff. I have 17 certified teachers on staff, and then we also have about 35 to 40 volunteer tutors. And that's my responsibility, all the students, making sure that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, taking care of our students, meeting their needs, and every once in a while maybe putting out a fire or two.
Right. Tell us about the students that come to Mercy Learning Center. Who are they?
So our students come from a broad background, but I would say the most common thing I hear at registration when the students come in, they want to improve their language skills because they want to be a better mom. Not all of our students are moms, but certainly the majority are. And so to be able to support their kids, help them with their homework, go to the doctor's appointment, be able to advocate for them in the schools, go to the parent-teacher meeting and, really understand what's going on, that's really important to them. And I always, thank God for the kids, because I'm not sure if the moms would take the time to address their education if they weren't going to do it for their children. And oftentimes they come in and they say, I'm doing this for my kids. And then maybe after a little while they say, I'm going to stay for me, and I'm going to go for that high school diploma or something.
That's beautiful how it goes from that external need to an internal drive.
Yeah, and we really get the opportunity to see them blossom as students and as people. And so, a lot of it is because, students, they want to be role models for their children. They want to show their kids it's never too late to go back to school. Mom's doing it. And for many of our students also, it's tied to employment. They want to get a job, or they want to get a better job, and to really be able to move forward, they need the education.
And where do most of those students come from?
They come from many different countries, and they come from Bridgeport, but we do have a lot. I mean, most of our students are from the greater Bridgeport area, but we do have students Stratford, Trumbull. As far, I think we have this year students from Norwalk. So it really, depends, but the majority are definitely from the greater Bridgeport area.
So you've been there for a little more than a dozen years now. What are some of the results?
Well, it depends on, so everyone kind of measures results a little differently. The state measures results as far as we do have to do standardized testing. So the gains that our students get in standardized testing, which Mercy always exceeds the state goal or the state target. If, some people might measure our progress with how many graduates we have. So, that, fluctuates from year to year. I think that one of the ways that we internally measure our students' success is through confidence and their ability to get a job. Oftentimes a student will come and she'll say, I can't continue class because I got a job, and she feels really badly about that. And we're like, no, that's actually a wonderful thing. And if you decide that you want to come back to school, we're here.
Right, school is always there.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are some of the challenges? And I can imagine with a mostly female
It's all
student, but
women.
all women at Mercy Learning
Yeah.
Center. So that's the focus. Childcare
Yeah.
must be an incredible challenge.
It is a huge challenge, and it's one of the things a number of years ago, they, well before me, they recognized this challenge. And so they created an on-site childcare. It is now licensed. And in our intensive study program, we can accommodate up to 60 children. And then in our flex program, I think right now we have 24 children. So we have over 80 children in our building learning just at the same time that their moms are learning.
Well, that's a
which is
twofer.
incredible. Yeah. And what's really wonderful is that the kids love coming. And so sometimes moms will share, I was really tired today and I wasn't sure I wanted to go to school. And their child was like, no, we're going.
We're going.
Yeah, it's wonderful. So I'm like, great job.
Yeah, the kids keep you on
Yeah.
track, right? So I imagine there are a lot of women there earning their GEDs, but I think there's another program.
Yes, there's an alternative in Connecticut. I think there's about a dozen or so states that offer the National External Diploma Program.
Oh, that's easy to remember.
I know, it's a mouthful. And so the GED, you need to pass all 4 subject areas to get your high school diploma. And if you are a woman who has not been in school for 10, 15, 20 years, that's a little intimidating. So, and it's also time consuming to go back and study for those 4 subject areas. So the NEDP is created to address the needs of adult learners. And I explain it to people, it's like 8 research projects, but it's entirely done on the internet. And so you can be working on your NEDP, work wherever you have internet connection and a computer. Students are welcome to come into the building to work on it, but they could be working on it at home when the kids are sleeping, in the morning, wherever they are. So it's very flexible. The average student takes about 6 to 8 months to complete the program. And pretty much every one of our students that has gotten into the program has finished. And so it's really been successful for us.
I bet, thinking about it all, I bet there's a need for food.
Yeah, yes, always. So that one of the things that we recognize is when a student is in class, she's not at work. She's not out doing something else that she could be doing.
Right.
And so that's another barrier that we try to take care of. And so if a student, we have a diaper pantry and we have a food pantry. And so if we can offset those expenses a little bit so that mom can stay in class, it's well worth it. And so we, if a student, says she's really struggling, our social services department will sit down with her, create a budget, see if there's any ways that they can maybe be saving money without, our help. And then if the need is there, we provide diapers and food. And a lot of the food in our food pantry is donated by our support. So it's really wonderful.
So that leads me to how Project Activate is supposed to work too. So I wanted you here because I think it's really important for the community to see from outside what this amazing center does, but how do we get people involved and how do we get people activated with you? Mm-hmm. So obviously the diapers, food drive, what are the volunteering opportunities where people can come in for a couple hours a week and lend a hand? What can they do?
Yeah. So definitely we have volunteer tutors. And when I say tutor, they have their own group of maybe 3 or 4 students. We provide all the curriculum and we provide training. Tutors, they are donating 4 hours a week, 2 hours on one day and 2 hours another day, usually Tuesday, Thursday, or Monday, Wednesday. And for a lot of our volunteers, this is a great thing for them to do. They come in, they love it, they get so much out of it. It's wonderful. For people who can't commit the time, food drives, diaper drives. There's also, if they want to be on site, our child care very much welcomes volunteers in those classrooms because the ratio in the state of Connecticut is 1 staff per 4 students. But the more hands, the better. Sure. Especially with the younger ones. And so childcare is another opportunity. And we also have the certified teachers teach larger classes. They can be anywhere between 20 and 30 students. And so we do have volunteers who come in maybe 1 or 2 hours a week just to help out with conversation. So they'll walk around the room, they'll help the students, maybe they'll sit down and have one-on-one conversations or something. So there's a lot of volunteer opportunities.
Any events coming up? What's happening at the Mercy Learning Center itself?
So we just had our big event our big fundraiser in September, and that went really well. We have an annual drive, which we'll do in December, but otherwise, if someone is interested in learning more about Mercy, I would definitely say go to the website, mercylearningcenter.org. There's a lot of information on there. There's ways to volunteer. We also have an Amazon wish list. And so sometimes people aren't sure really what to get or don't have the time to go to the grocery store and pick stuff up. There's an Amazon wish list that people can just click, and it arrives, and it's wonderful.
Well, we'll certainly link to that.
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay, great. And out of my own curiosity as a communications professor, what does the educational curriculum look like? I think there's like a digital literacy component as well as just a reading and writing literacy, isn't there?
That's right. Yeah. So students in our intensive study program are there from 9 to 2, 5 days a week. So 1 hour a day is digital literacy class. And we're lucky enough to have a laptop cart that arrives at the classroom, and the students, depending on their level, the lower level students work on a program called Burlington English, which is a wonderful program that the state of Connecticut actually provides at no cost right now. And then higher level students work on Microsoft Office and Google Suite. They learn how to do presentations. They learn keyboarding skills, which are also really important. And there is a program called North Star where they can do assessments on Microsoft and Google and get certificates, which we always encourage them to add to their resumes.
Well, that sounds amazing. There's a lot going on at Mercy Learning Center.
There's a lot going on, but it's all good.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have that slogan if you want. There's a lot going on at Mercy Learning Center. So we're going to put all those links and everything below the video. So hopefully people will be inclined to click on those things and help out. I love the gift registry on Amazon. What a great idea that is. So hopefully people will take a look at that. So Kiko, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on Activate. I'd like to thank my guest, Kiko Teed from the Mercy Learning Center, for coming in today. To learn more about the Mercy Learning Center, click on the links below and activate. We'll see you next time.